All right. Let's hopefully this worked. All right. So let's see here. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Arthur, I think you're the only one in here right now. Let me try my phone. I'm having some technical kind of glitches as usual. Let me see if I. Okay, it works. Hey, Jamin, what's up, buddy? This is another kind of just strange, random stream. I was thinking about doing it last night, but my plans kind of changed. And then, oh, for once I caught a stream after work. Awesome. Thank you. I usually do these in the evening around these times. The last one I did was at the beginning of the month, and I figured I'd get one more in. Um, why did Hoos stop making Rainbow for? I have no idea. I know those were very popular rides. I think the last one I rode was either at a fair or at Holiday World many years ago. But yeah, I have a bunch of files that I uploaded probably a year ago to OBS that we can play a little bit later. Guess the coaster by sound if we can get some more people in here. I know it's the majority of people that subscribe to me probably won't even get a notification. I don't know what's going on. No one's, well, not everyone, but a lot of people aren't getting notifications when my stuff goes up. Adam Dragster, you going to Six Flags for Falcons Flight? Most likely not. I don't know how many like full big 3 week Japan tour, a few months ago, and that was awesome. But I don't think I could do that every year. And that if I get there, I get there. It's certainly not a priority. If I do go, it'll be several years later once it's been running. Because anybody that's planning a trip there to get there right when that park opens is probably going to be disappointed if stuff isn't running. So I've learned from mistakes like that to just wait it out and see how it goes. I've been working. Oh wow, okay, Jamin. Hello, Shock Zone. Welcome. Um, yeah, so we'll see. Maybe half an hour or so. We'll try to do the guess the coaster with audio if you guys want to try it. I have a part of Japan with me this evening. I bought a case of Pocari Sweat. This is a drink that I drank a lot of when on all three of my trips to Japan, and it's not my favorite drink in the world per se, but it's cool that I was on Amazon. They sell cases of it for fairly cheap, so I'll bust this out in a couple of minutes. But the bottle's definitely different. It's a different texture and maybe a little bit thinner. But I can't wait to taste that again because the last time I had one of these was the last day I was in Japan. So that'll be cool. Okay, let me catch up here. I have no idea, Arthur. I have not even seen that ride operate in person or on video. The only thing I've seen of that ride is a rendering image. I'm purposely avoiding anything about that ride until I actually see it for the first time, which will be a year or two, but I'm sure I'll get on it. It's one of the reasons I'm not going to even have planned to go there. Thoughts of recent King to Ka rumors. If it goes, it goes. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't surprise me if they rip it out in a year or two. The main reason that ride existed was to have that record. Now that Falcon's flight is going to take that, maybe the park thinks differently of it. I really don't know what will be in store. But if they take it out, they take it out. I wasn't the biggest fan of that ride to begin with, so it's not like I'm going to be angry or anything like that. So scratch that maintenance hell. That's it for now. We'll join the chat a bit later. I still have my. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna. I forgot about that. Okay, the next part in the Japan series has something pretty funny regarding Pocari Sweat in it, so you'll see. But no worries, Vince. I'll be on for at least an hour. I'm gonna play Guess the Coaster Sound maybe a little bit later. So Kingda Ka's not going anywhere. When was the last media preview event for a new attraction? Kingda Ka's not going anywhere. I don't know, Arthur. I have friends in industry. See, this is the thing. I don't pay attention to the like coaster news or anything. So when people tell me stuff, I don't go and research it. But enough people have told me about this King Ka rumor thing that, and it's people I trust. So maybe not immediately, but I definitely see it possibly leaving in the future. Let's see. Uh, what is my favorite media preview event for a new attraction? Ooh, oh boy. Maybe it's it might be a tie between boy oh boy. Montu in 1996. That was my first media day, and it was incredible. Or maybe Millennium Force, or no, Diamondback. I'm going to say Diamondback. That was the most memorable. That was the most fun. I rode that thing 66 times that day. Um, Japan was amazing, Dan. It was. I mean, I got back in the States in July, mid-July. The trip started in late June, went to mid-July, and it was awesome. There's a weird thing happening with all the parts I'm doing. Some people, if anybody doesn't know, I have a 19-part Japan series that has been released. A part's been released every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. There's a premiere for each one, and I think there's 5 left. The next part's 15, and it goes to part 19. And then after that, I won't be doing any more of those types of kind of vlogging big trips. That trip was probably the last big coaster trip I take, specifically if I go back to Japan. If I go back to Japan anytime in the next, I don't know, 5 years, I definitely won't be going there to ride coasters and visiting parks. Those will be secondary. It's just to visit all the stuff that I like a lot more than the parks. So yeah. So let's see. No, I understand. I mean, it wouldn't put it past me if I know Top Thrill 2 had a lot of issues this year. Um, if it continues to have issues, I'm sure that the park will remove it. Uh, there's no point in dealing with a nightmare like that if it's not going to work. What happened to Snake River Expedition? I have no idea, Arthur. Um, I don't know. I've only went in there a couple times. The media event that probably still haunts you to this day is the Sun Beast. I didn't go to the Sun Beast media day, actually, Shockwave. I did not go to that media day. It was, let's see, it was April 2000, and it was pushed back from its original time, and I had already had a trip booked to California where I did the cable show stuff on Goliath. If you go on my channel, look at some reverse POV of Goliath. That was the first play-by-play stuff I did. And Son of Beast Media Day was like the same day I did that. And I had arranged with the park to get all the ACE members there for riding, but I wasn't able to attend it myself. As a matter of fact, I didn't get a chance to ride that coaster until July of 2000. So what do I think of Dorney Park? It's a fun park. I mean, I haven't been there in many years, probably like 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. But yeah, it's a nice place. Snake River Expedition closed due to the low ridership. Oh wow, okay. Hey there, Robert. What was the trip you met Rick? What was the trip? Yes, wow, you've got a great memory there, Robert. Yes, that's where I met Rick Turner. Long story short, I've never released it as a full vlog. There's little clips in some of my randomness series, but I fly out to California. As soon as I saw a POV of Goliath, I knew that was going to be my type of ride, more focused on speed and positive G's, even though it's short. So I went out there, and as soon as we had all this trouble, it was my mother, myself, and my friend Scott Short. And we flew out there. We had a nightmare getting to LA. We got there 4 hours late and said, "You guys are only getting a couple hours of sleep. We got to go to Magic Mountain for a video shoot." So we're like, "Oh, okay." So we slept a couple hours. Jeff drove us to Magic Mountain, and we met Rick. I met Chris Murray and a lot of the friends that I still have to this day on that day. And I have video of Rick. They asked Rick if he wanted to add a train on Goliath, so he got to do that. And then we did the shoot. And the funny thing, I have to credit a lot to that shoot because Scott and I were sitting in the back row, and before they sent the train out, the producers came and said, hey, some people here said that you guys came from the Midwest to ride this coaster, which that was the main reason we came out there. We had a whole trip planned. And we said, well, yeah, it's part of the reason. And they said, we have changed the script. You guys are now going to do the play-by-play. And Scott and I were like, oh, okay. So we wrote it 7 times on camera and everything, and that's what ended up being on it wasn't Discovery Channel. I think it was a Learning Channel play-by-play. And because I did that play-by-play, it led to me doing other play-by-plays from some of the parks in Ohio, like Cedar Point, Kings Island, and it eventually led to my position with Ace as the PR director for a couple years. So I owe a lot to that day. And yeah, that's where I met Rick. Okay, let's get back. Oh snap! I didn't know any of that. My bad. Wow. Let's see. Level 3. Oh, okay. Hello, Mojo Plata. Is that how you say it? I'm terrible pronouncing names. Oh, thank you. You've watched all 3 series. Wow, that's insane. I'm not going to go back and watch this year's footage until the series is over, and I like to go back, even though it's my own footage, and then just watch it from the beginning and relive the trip again. One of the reasons I release the footage on these series once every week is because I truly feel that if I released them all in the matter of a week, what it was like as far as the time goes on the trip. So like when we were there, the trip seemed a lot longer than 3 weeks, at least to myself, and I know a couple of other guys probably think that as well. So if I were to release that footage all in 3 weeks, you'd get, once every day or whatever, you'd get a better understanding. But to make that feeling feel longer, like what we felt, I do one every week, and it took several months to get through the series. That's the main reason I've done that. So it's almost over, guys. The next one's a lot of fun. There's one more that doesn't have, there's one that's kind of awkward. It's like a 15-minute one coming up soon that I didn't actually go into the park. I just shot it from outside where the rest of the guys went in and just did some exploring around the area. It's kind of a strange video, but it belongs in there because I still had fun. So sounds like you made a right choice going to Goliath opening day instead of Son of Beast. Yes, very much so. And then I remember getting a call at the hotel that evening or the night before. This is before anybody really had cell phones. And it was like people were like, yeah, it's exactly what you think it's going to be. And then it closed for a long period of time, and I never got to ride it. It took me 14 visits to get to Kings Island in the year 2000 to get on that ride. Steel Force or Magnum? You know what? I don't like to really compare rides, to be honest, Adam. Steel Force is a completely different beast. It's smoother than Magnum. Magnum's the classic, though. But if I had to take a Hyper or a Gig, I'm going to take Steel Dragon right now, man. That thing is badass. Oh, hey, Roller Coaster David. You're off to Hyde Park tomorrow at 7. I've been to Europe since 2007. Which fair did you go to ride the Rainbow? Oh, dude, it was probably like the Ohio State Fair back in like the 80s or 90s. I haven't been to a fair in years. Maybe I'm thinking differently or something. Have you ever been to Efteling? Yes, I have been to Efteling. I went in 2002 during the Ace European Coaster Odyssey and just had an incredible time there. It was a sad time though for me. I remember my mother didn't go to the park that day. She needed a break, and I went with my friends. But as soon as I got back to the hotel, I went to my mom's room and she told me that one of my cats had passed away while I was on the trip, and I was bummed. I was going to fly home, but I'm glad I stayed on the trip because it put things in perspective for me. Anyway, that's how I remember that park. And then in 2007, if you watch a 2007 trip, we go to the parking lot of that park, and walk up to the front gate. And the main reason we wanted to go there, I mean, that park is beautiful and they've got all kinds of amazing attractions, but we really wanted to ride the water coaster attraction. That was our main reason. And the park couldn't tell us at the front gate if it was even going to open that day. So we opted not to go into the park. So I need to get back to that park someday. Goliath at Six Flags Over Georgia is getting a repaint. Oh, very, very cool. Okay. Hey, Derek. Welcome. They're changing the track from orange to teal. As someone who's ridden the ride every year since it opened, I'm going to... Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wow, 41 visits to Cedar Point. The last time I went to Cedar Point was with Roller Coaster David, who's in this chat, and that was probably, what, June of last year? I don't do the season pass thing anymore, so when I buy a ticket, I want my value for my ticket, you know. So, but the silliness of the fast lanes and all that for all those parks, that really, really turns me off to visiting. So I just really hope that someday that system implodes, because I've always kind of found it humorous that parks are so keen on line jumping. They have signs, they have security, yet they legally allow it if you know. And I've taken part in that system before, and that's why I don't like it. I won't use it again, or any of those things. So, but that's just my rant. Going to Magic Mountain on Friday and hoping to not have order. Yeah, see, Robert, this is exactly what I'm talking about. So I learned a lot on this Japan trip, especially at the Disney parks, and it's becoming very, very difficult to enjoy your day, at least from my old perspective, to enjoy your day at a park when you have to constantly be on an app to book stuff. And we knew going into Disney Sea, Marty and I at least, that we weren't going to be able to ride everything because the reservations and all that fill up. But we were able to get into Fantasy Springs, and ride Peter Pan, which was incredible. But we weren't allowed to ride anything else because we didn't have the right reservation, and we didn't want to pay the crazy price to, get Lightning or any of that stuff. And just to get food, it was difficult. So I've been really kind of pushing away from the park visit stuff, and that has a lot to do with it. I just want to buy a ticket to get worried about being at a ride at the right time to skip the line. I'm a patient person. Get in line like everybody else and have a good time. That's just my perspective, but it really has soured my view on visiting the parks, unfortunately. So Friday, okay. Georgia Surfer is opening next year. I don't even have any clue what that is, Arthur. Up a new dark ride call. Oh, nice. Efteling is like the king of dark rides. Their dark rides are incredible, and that's coming from somebody that hasn't been there since 2002. So I know they've added a lot of other stuff, but yeah. So I don't know if the stream is less skippy tonight. I have my computer wired instead of Wi-Fi, so hopefully that makes a difference from last time. Last time it was jumping all over the place, but I'm still frantically trying to find a job. If anybody doesn't know, I was laid off from the Eyes of Freedom in August, and I've been doing some, working with another nonprofit, doing a hype video for them, and I've been writing for a website, like a writer's website, and a little couple things in there, and I just invested the last couple weeks on a job that I was certain I was going to get. I went through several interviews, I think 4, in person, on the phone, everything, and I didn't get the job. So my mornings consist of me going online and looking for everything. So if anybody has anything they know of, just go to my main channel page, go to the About section, and my email can be on there, and you can email me there. Let's see. Open up a new... Okay. One day Waldemar could work with him. What is my home park? Well, I'm kind of in between a series of them. I live in Columbus, Ohio, so I'm in between Kings Island and Cedar Point, and I grew up going to both. and I'm only 3 hours from Kennywood. I'm 4 hours from some other parks, so I'm kind of like centrally located, but only about an hour and 15 from Kings Island and 2 hours and 20 to Cedar Point. So yeah, I'm glad I grew up when I did, because I got to visit. I used to hang out at Cedar Point when it didn't have all these record-breaking. Um, hey there, Dave Coaster Dude, welcome. Georgia Surfer is going to be an Intamin Surf shuttle coaster, which is supposed to be the tallest. Oh, okay. Let's see. This is another kind of strange thing. Is it a lower capacity uh, ride, or does it have turntables and stuff like that? Because one thing that really irks me, and given I am not an expert, okay, I'm just somebody that's been to a lot of parks, okay, and can observe, but I I just don't understand why these big mega parks are putting in a lot of low capacity. Well, I understand one of the reasons they're putting in low capacity rides. It's very, very strange to me. But if it sells more of those quick line things, then that's the main reason for it, I'm sure. But who am I to judge? So, lower capacity ride. Hello, Jeff Koth, Silver Dollar City. Yeah, so I don't know, Jeff. There's some pretty big, well, there's some big stuff in the works, I'm sure, for both. So we'll see. Lower capacity. I just read that. Do you think Weltermere could get an Intamin Surf rider? I mean, I don't know, Arthur. I really don't know much about those rides. I don't know how reliable they are. I know a lot of parks, especially in America, haven't been dealing with Intamin a whole lot because of the reliability issues. I know they've made strides, Intamin has, to work out a lot of those bugs, but maybe the damage has been done. I don't know. I did visit Cedar Point on every. Oh, very cool, Dave. Favorite song from Guar? Hey, Josh, you know what? Take my middle card away from me now. I don't know a single song by Guar. I've never bought any of their music. I've never watched any other like shows. They play Ohio frequently. They used to, and I've never gone. I've always been curious to go, but I really don't know any of their music. I know it's sacrilege, but I really don't. Had to wear crew socks. Oh, okay, Dave. Yeah, exactly, Derek. Exactly. Hey, is this Jason? Your Iron Maiden tour in progress. Going to see him next week in Pittsburgh. Nice, Jason. The last time I saw Iron Maiden was with Jason. Recorded before, and we've hang out and we've gone to I don't know how many concerts. It's funny because the very first metal show I ever went to was Iron Maiden in on the Somewhere in Time tour, '87 maybe '86, and then I saw him on the what's the album that came out after that? Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. I saw him on that tour in 89, 90. I can't 91 maybe perhaps. It was awesome. It was awesome. Then I didn't see him again until I went with Jason. 2 years ago, I think, Jason, we saw him. Has a rule where they cannot be open anytime after November 2nd. Yeah, I've heard that too, Adam. Just doing the same thing with their flag. I've heard that too, Dan. It just they those I don't know. I don't know why some of the decisions are made in the way they do. It just seems like it's just a puzzle that's been thrown randomly with a lot of these choices. But there's reasons for them, I'm sure. It just doesn't make any sense to people like me. Um, oh, very cool, Dave. No, Derek. I only know the one. Have you ever told? Oh, the which Metallica story, Josh? When I met him or hung out with him? Maybe I'll do that. Love Iron Maiden. Peace of Mind is my go-to comfort album. Oh, nice. Oh, and hey, so rest in peace. He was on the first couple albums. When I first started listening to Iron Maiden, heard him for the first time. He was the singer. So I heard. I don't know. I don't know, Dave. I don't know anything about the belt. Sorry. Oh, okay. The story when I met the band. Yeah, I guess I mentioned it on here, but in 1988, it was November 19th, 1988. It's either Friday or Saturday or something. My brother and I went to a Metallica concert. I can't really go into the details a whole lot of how we got to where we were at because I don't know how it was pulled off. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and we went backstage and hung out with them. I had a jean jacket. I got it autographed. Before we went backstage to meet them, the band Queensryche was opening, and they walked past us to go on stage, and we got to see like them go on the first couple sets or songs. But yeah, Metallica was my heroes back then, and getting to meet all of them was a big deal to me back then. Um, Snake River Falls is closed. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that, Arthur. To be honest, I'm surprised it stayed around long as it did. I mean, I remember when it opened, opening year, it was delayed by a couple days, or they had to shut it down for a couple days because I think the when the boat hit the water, it was so sudden of a slowdown that people were hitting. But I rode that several times opening year and a couple years after that, and then I haven't ridden that thing in probably not even in the 2000s, the 90s. So it doesn't surprise me they took it out. Oh yeah, Derek, Queensryche was amazing. The Operation Mindcrime and Empire are two of my favorite albums by them. If you listen to those from start to end, man, whoa, what a great thing. Great music. See, that's the thing, Shockwave. I don't listen to all their stuff, Iron Maiden. From Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, I maybe have maybe two or three other listen to two or three other records. The last couple I have, um, but man, dude, they still got it. They put on such a great show. None of this, you know, fake recording stuff. It's actually them, and they've been doing it for so long. They're the masters at it. They really are. I love being able to go to like a big show with a lot of visuals like that, and then I can still go to a show that in a small club and see like my favorite band King's X, and equally they mean the same to me. So, how about in 10 minutes we'll do the listen, guess the coaster by sound. No, you know what, Josh? I haven't. I was familiar with it back when Headbangers Ball played. I think like a music video from his solo stuff or a clip of a song. But I didn't. I didn't. I never listened to his solo stuff. And those are one of those bands that I always thought, man, it'd be great to meet. So Ronnie and I were talking about. Oh, nice, Derek. I need to reach out to Ronnie. I haven't talked to her in so long. She probably doesn't even know I'm not part of the Eyes of Freedom anymore. You should listen to Greta Van Fleet. Oh yeah, I have so Greta Van Fleet I really like. I have their first two. Did they only have two records or two LPs, two full lengths? Um, I have both their first and second on vinyl, and they sound amazing. Yeah, great. And they're young. They're young dudes. I would love to see them live. Oh, Canada's Wonderland last year. I know they're getting something, some premiere thing. So that's the big thing. Hey, Typo. Yes, Jeff, Typo. Typo Negatives, probably one of my all-time favorite bands. That and King's X. Typo is just they're not a band anymore because the man that was pretty much Typo passed away many years ago. But I still love them. As you can see. I think she does because I swear she mentioned it to me. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Derek. I'll have to reach out to her. But yeah, I've purposely avoided, and Jeff knows this. I don't know anything about Incredible Universe. I don't know even like how Top Thrill 2 operated. I don't know any of that. I haven't watched. It pays off because, like in Japan, for instance, you'll hear my excitement in the video when it gets to the part. It's the second to last part, but when I went to Fuji Q, I didn't know anything about the Zocon coaster. Not a thing. Didn't see any pictures of it. Didn't know what it did. So when I finally got there and got on the thing, it meant a lot more to me not knowing anything about it. Like the hype and the excitement of going through the queue was awesome. And I really missed that feeling. So that's one of the reasons I've purposely avoided hiding any videos, unsubscribing from anything that's going to give me a more accurate view of something that's on its way or something that had just recently opened. And I don't know how much. I'll do it for maybe another couple years. But I'm enjoying it. It's been awesome. It's been really, really good. Now, given I'm not visiting any U.S. parks this year, so we'll see how that all plays out, summer of next year for sure. Okay. Skyscraper rides. Cedar Point used to have one. Oh yeah, dude, Adam, I was very much into the skyscraper attractions. As a matter of fact, Jeff Johnson and I rode the one that was at Cedar Point. We rode it at Valley Fair, Jeff, was it? Then we rode it at Dorney, and then we rode it at Cedar Point. And then I rode any park that had one, I would ride them. And the one that was in Florida, there was a bunch of coaster enthusiasts that just loved it. It was called Katanga, and it was on iDrive. And if you tipped the ride up, he would give you a lengthy ride. And they would also, sometimes when they would load if one arm at the seats in the bottom, at the top, they would allow you to keep spinning at the top. Those things are so incredible. I like the Gravity Works or whatever that company is that makes them. Not Gravity Works. I can't remember the company. I'm not a big fan of the Zamperla ones or the knockoffs. They just don't. From the ones I've ridden, they don't do it. So, okay. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for chiming in. Enjoy your night at work. Hopefully you don't work too hard. Let's see. I'm probably one of the few guys who listens to... Oh, you know what? That's something I need to do, Dan. I've never listened to Def Leppard stuff from start to finish. I think I have a couple of their vinyl records, but I've never listen to. I need to when I get into a band, I like to listen to their entire discography. Guy, prior to the pandemic and through the pandemic, I never bought a digital record online or not big into streaming. Over on my couch up here, I have 3 vinyl records waiting for me. Well, 2 vinyl records and a Blu-ray. So I have a new solo record from King's X's Doug Pinnick. I have the new album from Devin Townsend called Power Nerd on vinyl, and I also purchased it on Blu-ray so I can listen to it in Dolby Atmos, which this is his first album mixed in Dolby Atmos. And I have a Dolby Atmos speaker with the speakers above me, so I can't wait to listen to that. Maybe tomorrow. Let's see. If you text her and after 3 she... Oh, no, I know when she works, Derek. Thank you. She's 2 fan songs effects. It's funny. We have this kind of running thing of... So, Martin, thank you for the what is this, a super top chat? Thank you, Martin. I appreciate that. So now I know it works. That's cool. Hiring from Def Leppard is my number 1. Oh, that's a great record. The song Autograph, when that was a hit in the 80s, that was one of my favorite songs. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. Martin, I don't know if you're going to be able to stay in here, but thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, $5 got you a 10-minute rhyme. Yeah, it went around insane until we got sick of it. It was awesome. Those are amazing times, Jeff. Yeah, and if you know anybody that likes to do memberships for channel, I open my channel to a membership. I don't suspect anybody will do it. However, I just did it just to see if I could do it. I don't have a Patreon. Maybe I'll open up one of those eventually. Don't know. I'm trying to find work that's remote, so I can work anywhere I want and just have different. A lot of the video work that I've applied for, it doesn't seem like it's going to work out for me. So the one job that I thought I was going to get, that I had a couple weeks invested in, was actually had nothing to do with video. It had nothing to do with anything I was going to do. They were going to train me for 6 weeks. It was going to be completely something different. So, oh, thank you, Martin. Well, I think there's, 5 parts left. It ends on part 19. Part 19 actually contains 3 days worth of footage. And it's not like an hour or anything like that. But I really had a lot of fun going through and editing the Japan stuff. 100% of it was recorded with my phone. And I think I shot over. It was over. I think it was over 450 gigs of video. And I was, when I had lost my job after I got back from Japan, about a month after I got back, editing that footage really got me through a lot of stuff. Put a smile on my face when I needed it. Hey, Kyle, what's up? Is there a backstory of thumbnail water? It's Bakari Sweat. And I'm going to drink it right now. I forgot it was really even here. So, okay, this is my first... Kyle, okay, so I bought a case of it. It's a drink in Japan that I've drank every time I've gone there, and I drank a lot of it this year from the vending machines because it was just so muggy there. So the next part in the Japan series has like a little bit about this drink, but I haven't had one of these since the last day I was in Tokyo. It's the same. It tastes the same. It's a hydration drink. It tastes citrusy. It tastes kind of grapefruity, kind of lemony, and there's like a hint of salt. It's really strange. They had a case of it for pretty freaking cheap, so I bought it. And my fridge, what you see in that picture is what my fridge looks like right now. So I've got a case of those chilling. So that's what it is, Kyle. One of my all-time favorite songs. Oh, okay, Dan. Yeah, it was more radio-friendly one for sure. I should be doing Ace Viking 2, but not Japan. Is Ace Viking 1 the trip you were on, Martin? Jobbing sucks. Took me a while to get my current new job. Oh, Josh, I'm glad you found one. Yeah, the job situation is freaking scary. But I'm optimistic. I'm excited. I don't even know how to put this. I've just been in such a mental slump for so long, and a lot of it had to do with that job, and I just didn't understand it until after I was let go. So I have kind of like a new me. I feel I still have good and bad days, but do the cats like Pocari Sweat? My cats are strange, dude. My cats have never eaten any human food. They like water. They've never drank milk. They don't like any human food. Freedom, the older cat, well, he's 3. Both my cats love water. Freedom likes when he goes in my sink and I have to pour water all over him, and he loves that. They love being in the car. It's very, very strange, but I don't think they would like Pocari Sweat. I don't know if everybody would like this drink, to be honest. I don't know if it would mix well with alcohol, but it's when you're in Japan, especially in July, and you're walking around. We walked 160 miles in Japan, and drinks like this really help you a lot. So, okay, let's see. When will you have to check when Conan O'Brien? Oh, you will have to check. Oh, when he went to Japan. I love watching other, like watching people see videos on the Shinkansen for the first time, like watching them go through the train station. The first time you experience that, it scares the hell out of you. Hey there, Steven. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Dan. That means a lot. That's what everybody keeps telling me. I got turned down 2 jobs today, but you wouldn't believe the amount that I applied for. I've applied for so many I had to take a break from my computer for a few hours because it was just one after the other, after the other, after the other. And anytime I go to a location for a physical, in-person interview, it usually goes pretty well. But it's for there's a gazillion people applying for the one position, so. Yeah, I mean, so my job with the Eyes of Freedom, it wasn't even a job; it was a duty. If I'm being completely honest, it was um, way more than a job, and it was the biggest thing I've ever been part of. It will be the biggest thing I've ever been part of. There will be nothing else that even comes close to the grandness of that exhibit, and the only folks that really understand how heavy it was for me are very, very few. Um, but it did a number on my mind. It did a number on my soul, and I've experienced some of the darkest thing anybody could ever experience in phone calls. I'll just say that. Several of them, and the traveling aspect was awesome, and getting to meet so many people was awesome. But as soon as I left the meeting, I don't know, there was just a weight that was lifted, and it's like, it's going to be okay. You can not have to worry about the heaviness, which apparently I was doing a lot of. But well, I'll figure it out. Well, Jeff, you're retired. I got vodka in the fridge. Let's mix it up and test it out. Hey, there you go. Dan. I have no idea where you live, Dan. Look to see if there's any title. Well, quite honestly, I left the insurance industry, Josh, to do the Eyes of Freedom. I was at Nationwide Insurance for 15 years, and I just figured that was going to be my job until I died. And then the Eyes of Freedom, entered my life. And then they were like, the day they offered me the job, and I'm sure I've shared this on here before, but I'll share it to those that haven't heard it because it was pretty intense. We had a board meeting at the studio. Let me back up. The Eyes of Freedom is a traveling exhibit that contained a bunch of images of paintings of fallen Marines from this area in Ohio. One of those was a good friend of mine, Justin Hoffman. And I wanted to do something to give back to him, so just through some crazy intersections, I found Anita Miller, who created the Lima Company Memorial. Then it was called, now it's the Eyes of Freedom, and I was in the fortunate position to have it as my full job after 6 years of volunteering with it. I documented the entire process of its creation. And it just became bigger than any of us could have imagined. Not like famous big, but what it actually accomplished. And anyway, that thing was so important in my life. It was everything to me. That the heaviness is kind of like a blanket. All the really, really dark emotional stuff that comes with it was like a big blanket on me. And it was making me lose interest in a lot of stuff that combated that heaviness. When I'm on coasters and I'm screaming, when I'm in my car and I'm just screaming to Meshuggah or bands like that, all that's a release to get all that heaviness out, and all that started going away for me, and then the heaviness started taking over. So anyway, I got out of it, or they let me go, and it was a relief. I miss a lot about it, but we'll see what happens. I think there'll be a chapter 2 to that story later. More on that some other time. And I know I was going to go somewhere else with that, but I just lost my train of thought again. Okay. Oh, anyway. Oh, sorry. Josh. So the reason I was part of the Lima Company War was because I met Justin Hoffman when I worked at Nationwide. Him and I were friends. We'd go to lunch all the time. I've got footage I've never released of me hanging out with him at Nationwide that his family's gotten. But I was there for 15 years, and then when they offered me the job, it was on my birthday in 2012. And I mean, the board meetings, I'm sorry, board meetings they're boring to me. I know they're required for a lot of business and stuff like that, but I don't have a lot to offer when I'm in board meetings, to be honest. So we're in a board meeting. In the middle of the meeting, my mother walks down these steps. We were in this basement, and I'm like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And then Justin Hoffman's mom walks in, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?" And the first thing I thought is they did something for my birthday. I'm gonna be pretty pissed because I don't celebrate my own birthday. To me, it's silly. That's just me though. So we walk in, and they walk in, and they have an Eyes of Freedom jacket they give to me, and that's where they offered me the job. They said, would you quit Nationwide Insurance to do this? And I was all scrambled. I didn't know what to do. And then Justin's mom stands me up and says, we want to let you know that whatever you decide to do, Justin's got your back. He's got you covered. And when she said that, she wrapped and put on me one of his Marine camouflage jackets that she gave to me, which I still have. So I knew I couldn't say no. So that just gives you a little smidge of why it's so important to me. All right, I got to get back to this. Let's see. I know, Jeff. You know what? I went grocery shopping today, and I couldn't find the melon drinks to do it. But I have a big kind of jug of vodka. I've had in my fridge for but over a month now, and I haven't drank it. So you know what? That's the thing. I have to kind of stay here for my house gets paid off very soon in like 2 months. So then I can figure out what to do. My birthday's in September, Adam. Let's see. You have so much. Oh, hey there. That's a good idea. Oh, what? Whoa. What just happened? Hold on, guys. What the heck? Okay. My little chat just kind of flipped out. Now it's back. Okay, now I can see. Okay. That was very strange. It kind of like sped up and went back. Thank you, Martin. So one of the things, I'll just say that there's a couple ideas I have. But you know what? When it comes to like stuff like that, one of the reasons I haven't like put together like I love just having raw content like that, and one of the big reasons I originally threw that stuff up on YouTube is because I want people to use that footage to tell their version of a story. Now I'll be completely honest, there's some stories out there that I asked not for my footage to be used for, and it was used anyway. And I had to get the video taken down because I want it to be a positive thing. I don't want it to be, making fun of someone using my footage, stuff like that, So, but I really, really enjoy it when people use my stuff. Admittedly, I am terrible and didn't realize that this was a thing. But I just realized that you can go into YouTube and see when people tag you, like mention you. Like, it used to be called something else. Like it used to be in my little notification thing, little window, and then for some reason that all went away, and now I know it's in another area. So that's pretty crazy. That not vodka, tequila. I'm sorry, Jeff. You're right. That was 1800 silver tequila. That stuff was good. So, Baymont Melon is a drink that Jeff created. When not to get too, I'll get closer. Not to get too dark here, but the last time I was at Hollywood Nights, ended up leaving for a variety of reasons, and Jeff was there to really, really calm me down because I was not in a good place. Okay. And we went back to the hotel. Well, we went shopping first, and it's 1800 silver tequila mixed with Major Mountain Dew, and he mixes it in a certain way. And I had a few of those and was trashed. I've had a couple of those with Jeff, and I think I've only had 2 without Jeff. But if you're not careful, they'll put you down quick. So. Yeah, I'll have to do that. I'll have to get a bottle of that someday. right now I'm watching my expenses, so till I find something. But yeah, the amount of people, it's crazy. The amount of YouTubers out there that want somebody to edit their footage is amazing. I've applied for several of those places, and most of them haven't gotten back to me yet. So we'll see. And they're all remote positions. There's one that's for a major company that's looking to help with editing instructional videos. And they asked me to create a video for them yesterday, which I did as part of the interview process. So we'll see. See, Jeff smiles over that. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. Do you guys want to play Guess the Coaster? I don't know if this is going to work correctly. It's weird. OBS, I updated OBS today, and it told me that now my stream would be the chat would show up in OBS, so I wouldn't have to have YouTube open as well. So, okay, this is the way this is going. I'm going to attempt to do these. I'm hoping these files are still. They've been in here for over a year, I think. I tested some of them and they seem to play, but because I have my monitor off, I'm not going to be able to hear what you're hearing unless I open up my phone and play it through that way, because if I hook my headphones up to my computer, I would have to manually go in here and turn the monitor, and I don't want to just keep on switching stuff on here because it could end the stream possibly. So gotten just in time. All right, Vince. Okay, so this is going to be very, very, very strange to do. I have not done this since, I think, when Kyle and I used to do this together. So, and he used to be the one that carries all this stuff, did all this technical stuff. But, okay, so I have these and they're all kind of hidden. I just have to hit one and they'll play. So I got to get my list up of what the actual sounds are because I wrote them down. Okay, so what they are is sounds from POV of rides that exist or have existed. And your goal, anybody, it's just first come, first shout, whatever. You guys, whoever, just type it in, what you guys think. Dr. Rick. Whatever you did, you're now on 2-second delay. Uh-oh. Okay. Hold on. It says reconnecting. Let me go live. Sorry. You guys, whoever, just type it in. What you got? Uh-oh. I don't know what's happening here. Live. Let me close it out. 1 second, guys. See if I can do this.
President Trump has a message for you.
Okay. There we go. Now the audio. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here. What the fuck? Sorry. Okay. I don't know why there's a delay in the audio if there is, but hell with it. Maybe it'll get back to normal when we start this. Okay, so this is going to be the first sound, guys, okay? So again, just chime in. Let me see what everybody's saying because I have like 3 windows up here right now. Let's see. That one goes up here. There are videos, 2-second delay behind the video. Okay, so there's this. Let me close this. All right, good. All right, here is the first. Ooh, what did I do? Here is the first sound. All right. And if you guys can't hear it, let me know and I'll figure something out. All right, here we go. Sound number 1. I speak a little Japanese. Vince speaks one. All right, that was it. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. No, it's not a lightning rod. I'll give you hints, okay? Um, Not whirlwind. It's an aero coaster that Alan Schilke designed. It is a steel coaster, not X. I'll say it's in Texas. Nope. Not Tennessee Tornado, Kyle. Yes, Vince got it. Roadrunner Express. It was Roadrunner Express in Texas. Okay, Vince got that one. Somebody can keep score, whatever. There's no prizes or anything. This is just for fun. Okay? Roadrunner Dam. Okay. Yeah, Kyle, you should have got that one. I know you love that ride. I'm just mess with you. Okay. All right, here we go. You guys ready for somebody give me a thumbs up when they're ready for coaster number 2. Winner gets a Picari Sweat. I'll drink to that. Okay, thumbs up. All right, here goes coaster number 2. This is going to be a tough one. Oh, wait a minute, guys. You know what, guys? Hold on. Something's wrong with you guys.
Very cool. Worked out perfect. Thank you.
Nope, wasn't Leap the Dips. Not Thunderhead, not Skyliner, not Twister. Let's see. Okay. That one's over. Okay, so I know they're working now. No, this is a wooden coaster, and it is a defunct wooden coaster. Not the Boss. Not Gasm. I will say it is a white painted wooden coaster. Twisted Twins? Nope. It has a tunnel in the middle. Not Hellcat, not Rolling Thunder, not Aska. It's a good. That's what I thought nobody would bring that one up in here. It has a very distinct name, a very original name. Not White Cyclone. 5 letters are in its name, not Screaming Eagle. Let's see. Okay, I'll give you another hint. Well, I'm trying to give one that's not. I will say this: nobody's probably ever going to get this, but at one point there was going to be a CCI wooden coaster also in this park with a bunch of tunnels, but it was turned down because it would have been too noisy. And not Starliner, Robert. If I said the state, you're going to know instantly that it's located in. The state begins with an O. Hey, Vince, you got it again. It's Zingo. Zingo at Bells in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Jeff, yes, I believe you have ridden it. So, awesome. Okay. Alrighty, so we'll go. Let's see. Go with number 3. Let's see. Man, I wish I understood why this audio is being delayed. I'll have to ride eyes closed to prepare for this. That's awesome. All right, I'm trying to figure out testing. Hold on, I'm going to switch something real quick, guys. Come back. All right, I don't know if that did anything. All right, we're going to go number 3. 1, 2, wait a minute here. Okay, here comes number 3. See if you guys can get this one. Here we go. Not Raptor. It is the B&M inverted though. Not Led Zeppelin the ride. Not Afterburn, not Fire Dragon. It's a B&M inverted that people kind of forget about. Nope, nobody's gotten it yet. Nope, not Monster. Not Talon. Okay, I guess it's over now. If you guys want me to play him again, just let me know and I'll play him again. If you want to hear him through again. Nope, not Batman. Oh, Vince got it again. It's Great White. Okay, it's a Batman clone. So those that selected Batman and Diablo, Kyle, it's technically the same ride. It's just that was the Great White POV that you were sitting next to me, Kyle, when I recorded. I didn't think you would get the audio for it though. So okay, awesome. If there's still some weird delay, if anybody knows how to figure that out, and let me know in the comments, that's cool. If not, then we're just going to continue on. All right, let's see. All right, we're going to go for another one here. I'll wait till everybody can catch up because I know there's a delay. So delay appears to have fixed itself. Oh, okay, cool. So if you guys give me a thumbs up, I'll know to continue on to, what is this one? This one is, okay. We'll do number 4. So thumbs up, and we'll start the next one. So anybody out there? Delay is gone. Okay, cool. Okay, here we go. Number 4. Nope. Nobody's got it yet. Not Superman Krypton Coaster. Welcome, train. Not Medusa. Not Hydra. Not Gemini. You guys are in the right avenue. Not Thunder Agent. Not Silver Star. Nope. It is B&M. Funny because all I can see is the audio. Nope, not Hair Razor. You guys are almost there. Not Raging Bull. I'll give it away with this. Not Ice Dragon. It was the second B&M Floorless announced, not Kumba. Floorless. It was the second one ever announced, but it wasn't the second one to be.
Unfasten your seatbelt and wait for instructions from the attendant. Thank you.
Stephen Barr got it. Just in the nick of time before Vince, but you both got the right answer. It was Kraken, whatever it's called. Very, very cool. Okay. You guys got that, so I can help out. Okay. Awesome. No, I wish it was Griffin. That would be an easy one, though. All right. Let me see what the next one we got in store is. Next one is... There's 13 of these. If you guys want to do all 13, we will. But if you want to do half tonight and half another time, I can always find some more. These are taken from my footage. And real quick, if you go back after you watch this and go back to the 5-minute countdown timer after the beginning, that's something I put together. I call it Coaster Hell or Ride Hell. It's there's the chain lift in there is the Son of Beast chain lift slowed down. That's in there. There's Dragster's launch sound spread out over 2 minutes, so that's that weird thing at the end of it. There's stuff from, I know Kyle will appreciate this. There's backmasking, an e-stop message that I recorded when I was stopped on, oh my gosh, what traction is that I recorded it from? I can't. Kyle, which attraction did you ask me about this past week that I rode when I was in Japan, and you were like, what? I forgot what it was. Anyway. Okay. Spanish writers threw me off. Laugh aloud. Yes. Okay. We are going to do another one while I do this. Okay. Shoot. What did it happen? Oh, okay. Here comes number 5, guys. Hey, Garrick, welcome, Mr. Coaster Hour. Nice to see you in here, man. Delay is back. I think it's that program we're using. Okay. Damn! Steven got it. Right before Martin. Yep, you guys got it. It's Invader. Wow. Hope all's well there, Carrick.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know it was in there. Okay, I'll shut that one off. Okay. Yeah, I need to rewatch this stuff. Okay. Okay. It said it in the damn. Okay. My bad. We'll do another one. We'll do another one here. Let me Okay, here we go. Try this one, guys.
You ready? Oh, we're going. Cool.
Oh, that traction I was talking about, Splash Mountain. Backmasking of Splash Mountains and stuff. Sound. Nope, not bad. That's good. Nope. You guys are on the right path. It is CCI. Nope. Nobody's got it. Yes, PTC trains. Vince got it again. Vince, you're and again, I can't hear what is being played, so I don't know if there's a big tension there. Damn, you're good at this. Vince. All right. I'll let it play out. Oh, so it's funny. So let me tell you something about this POV. You know what you're listening to is Uber.
Very close to being Fabio.
But I'm with Mike Graham of the Gravity Group, and when I was recording it is when Mike worked for CCI, and he came up with the idea. He's like, "Hey, I need to shoot some video. I want to shoot it with a monopod. I want to shoot it handheld. You shoot it handheld. I'll shoot it with the monopod, and we'll compare, and whatever one's better." And that's what we use for our website. So they used my footage for their old CCI website, and on the turnaround you can almost see us hit a bird. So I was Mike called that Sean was a CCI employee for a day. There's some funny other stuff that happened that day as well. Yep, okay, you still hit the coaster, sorry. There we go. I don't know how much you can hear me. Okay. All right, we're gonna go. We'll just continue on. We're halfway through. Let's see here. Okay, I have a feeling people are going to get this one, especially some of the older folks on here that are familiar with popular or coaster sounds. So, if everybody's ready, here we go. Nope. It is not Wizard. It is not Goliath. I honestly thought this would be a very, very easy one. There you go, Vince. Damn, dude. What gave it away, Vince? Was it the lift hill sound? Yeah, Vince got it. I mean, I shot that video in like 2001, so whoops.
Yeah.
Indeed. Okay. Vince got it. I'll shut this one off. You guys ready? Give me a thumbs up when you're ready for number 8. Which is going to be an interesting one to see how fast anybody gets this, because this has a very, very distinct sound to it. Also, when you said older enthusiasts would know it, I had a feeling it was coming. Oh, okay. I got to stop giving little hints like that. Thank you, whoever's giving me hearts. I don't know what that's. Co-star. Okay. Thumbs up. Okay, here we go. We are going to do this one. This is... all right, here we go.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Not Mr. Freeze.
Oh my god, what a hand shot.
Not time travel.
Pretty cool.
Not the chiller. Not lightning rod. Not volcano. The closest that anybody's gotten to it is Stephen Barr and Jeff Johnson with their answers of Mr. Freeze and the Chiller. But it is not a premier ride. Not an Intamin Impulse. Not Half Pipe. You guys are thinking along the right things, but not Poltergeist. I will say this, and it's going to be a very quick answer, so get ready. This is a very unique shuttle coaster, the only one of its type. All right. Let's see. Not Switchback. This coaster is not in the United States. I believe it's operating. I know it's not operating. I don't know if it was moved, but it's a coaster that's been moved several times. And it's a coaster that I rode in 2002. on a coaster tour. And there's only a couple people in this chat that would... Hey, Stephen Barr got it. It was Bullet. That Schwarzkopf creation... What the hell am I bleeding from? Schwarzkopf creation. How common are printed maps in Japan? Is in the U.S. they are becoming less common, but are still very common in Europe. You know what? To be honest, there's printed maps in train stations. All the train stations kind of have most of them, but mainly everybody uses their maps or their maps on their phone. So, well, same thing, Vince. Same thing. Okay. Thumbs up, and we'll start another one, which will be number 9. Oh, thanks, Steven. Jeff and I, who's in this stream, we had a great time there. One of my most memorable visits to a park ever, considering the environment we were in. It didn't look like we were going to go there, be able to go to it, but I'm glad we did. At amusement parks. Yeah, there's some. They have brochure maps. Yep, absolutely. Did you went to Germany? Have I gone to Germany? I have, but it's been since 2007 since I've been there. I took a... Oh, okay, Vince. There we go. Okay, thumbs up. Here we go. Number 9 it is. It was awesome, Steve. Oh, the heat index was that for sure, Jeff. That was so awesome. People would understand this one when we had the lift hill. I know there's people on this stream that have ridden this coaster, or this stream. Man, this really is a citrus beverage. I know I've heard that lift hill, yes. To be honest, I think there's only couple that have that particular sound. Not Raging Bull. Nope. It's an aero coaster. A very, very big aero coaster. Hey, Carrick, you got it. It was the big one. Titan in Japan is a great guess. For those that don't know, Titan was a mini Aero Magnum, and it had the same type of trains that ran on Magnum XL200 at Cedar Point, but they were green, and I rode it on September 21st in 2005 on my one and only visit to that park. Titan was awesome. It was Jim Raymar on our trip was just that was like the one thing he really wanted to ride the most, and it didn't disappoint him. It was janky. It had the same midsection that Anaconda has, that weird transition thing. Okay. Let me close this off. Okay, I close that out. Okay, we only have a few more left, guys. Thumbs up, and we'll go to coaster number 10. what had SNS trains towards the end of its life? Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. Yeah, I never saw it with those trains. Okay, here we go. Number 10, guys. Here we go. Hey, my stomach is growling. Nope. Not Venture Express, not Beast. Not Hades. There's another one I thought everybody would get really quick. Very quick. Not Thunderation. Not Vampire. Let's see. Okay, it was over. Oh, no. Nope. Okay, nobody got it before it ended. So, this opened up. Maybe. Great. This opened up. Nope, not Fire in the Hole. I hope I'm trying to see. There's such a huge delay with my phone. Okay, no, I got the right one. Okay. Not Underground. Wow, I'm really surprised. Nope, not Ice Mountain Bobsled. This is a ride that has opened in the last 15 years. And it is very popular and very, very good. Not Matterhorn, not Avalanche. It's in Texas. Nope. Nobody's got it yet. Not Flying Turns. Hey, Carrick, got it. Iron Rattler. That was Iron Rattler right behind Fence. Yes, it was Iron Rattler. That audio, as poor as it is, was taken from the GoPro cameras during my either forward or reverse POV with Dwayne from RCDB. So that's what that was. Okay, let me see. Okay. Someone's already guessed this next one in here, so I'm curious if the same person's going to guess it. So you guys give me a thumbs up when you're ready again. So, yeah, it's got different modes of it, Carrick. I heard they made it faster, but I haven't been to the park since they've done that. So, or if they reported it. Okay, thumbs up. Okay, here we go. We are ready for number 11. Here we go. Or maybe not.
There we go. Woo!
Gonna film their first ride.
Nope. Phoenix, not bad. Not Mega Zeth. You guys are not Mega Zeth. You guys are definitely in the kind of right frame of mind. Definitely in the right frame of mind. You're more in the right frame of mind than you realize. Nope. Not Boardwalk Bullet. Nope, not Legend. Someone in here guessed it for a completely different ride earlier. Not Hurricane category. You guys are eating up the options. I mean, you're getting close.
I like that.
Hades 360. Nope. Not Rampage. If you need it played again, just let me know. I will say it's not in the United States. And that's someone's gonna get it right now. No, nobody's gotten it yet. This is interesting. Yep, it was too long for Raven. Hey, Stephen Barr got it. It was Megaphobia, right behind Carrick. Yep. Opened in, I think, 1996. And you guys got it. Okay, we only got 2 left to do. Okay. As always, thumbs up for the next one. All right, here we go.
I did.
Not Phoenix. Nope, not Jackrabbit. Not Coney Island Cyclone. Not the Racer. Nope, not the Blue Street. Nope, you guys are all over it. It has a very... It has a name that's been used on more than one coaster. And a couple of you... So you have to guess which which. Nope, not Viper, but you have to guess the name of the coaster, and for fake bonus points, where it's located at. Not Cyclone. Similar weather phenomenon. Nope, not Jupiter. I will say, if you guys want another hint, I'll give it to you. Not Blue Streak. Not Hurricane. It is in Ohio. Derek, yes. And Carrick, you Tornado, Stricker's Grove. That's what that. Good job. All right, we have one more left for tonight. And it also has, it's not a terribly long ride, but it's got very distinct sounds. And some of the younger, this is the interesting thing about the younger generation in the coaster community is they know stuff that the older folks do, even though they've never experienced the ride. They know it from video and or rides similar, and that just it's pretty cool to witness. So, for instance, this next ride has very distinct sounds to it that I'm not sure if everyone knows. So I suspect a few different types of answers, but if somebody gets it, that'll be pretty cool. So when you guys are ready, thumbs up one last time for this last one, and we'll do it. Okay. Here we go. Last one. What's up, guys? Not much, Guy T. Just doing this last of the coaster, guess the coaster by sound. This is the last one. Not Wizard. Good guess though. Very close, Martin. You're right. You're on top of it. Not Scandia. Super duper looper. Nope. Not Tigger. Oh, you guys have like the manufacturer. A few of you do. This autocorrect. Super duper looper. No, it is Schwarzkopf. But it is not a Wizard, and it's not Jetstar 2. Well, okay, hold on. I'm going by the actual name of the ride. I don't know exactly what a Jetstar 2 is compared to a Jetstar, perhaps, or whatever the configurations. But it's the closest answer I have seen so far is like Wizard. So not Jumbo Jet, not Big Bend. I will give away one major clue that you're probably going to get. Not Zampini Zinger. All very good answers. This park is closed. Not only is this park closed, very recently. because I just started seeing a bunch of comments from this video, and I've gotten a couple email messages from people that wanted to use this video to document the park. So I'm curious if anybody's going to get this one, the actual name. Someone's got one of the names in it already. A couple of you do. If you guys want me to play it again, I will. All right, so the park is in New Jersey. Okay, I'll give it a few more seconds here. Hopefully I didn't lose everybody. Let me make sure because of stupid. No, it's still working. Uh-oh. Hey, Carrick, you got it right when I looked at my phone. You got it. I'll give it to you. It's not Zambini Zinger, but it's at Gillian's Pier. I won't say the coast. It was Guy T. Yep. It was City Jet. That's the name of it. Very unique Schwarzkopf stuff. So that park just closed recently, I think. Or that pier, or whatever you want to call it out there. When I was in New Jersey for work last year, after every night I'd get off work, I'd walk down the piers and just go and ride the remaining rides I haven't ridden in that area. Ooh, did not know that they even had that City Jet. Yeah, they did. Yep. And the POV that audio is recorded was in the summer of '99. I recorded that, and I always know when like something's happened to a ride. A lot of ways, even though I don't follow like the news, is because when I get a lot of like comments and video requests for a particular ride, that's how I usually know something's happened to it. Yeah, Martin. Or apparently, oh, okay. Wow, let me close that little. So you guys made it through Guess the Coaster. That's amazing. And we've been going at this for 2 hours. I can't believe this is the longest stream I've done in a while. Yeah, if there's anything you guys want to chat about in here, just let me know. Do you have any footage from Canada's Wonderland from decades ago? No. I mean, I've got pictures that I took. I didn't shoot video back then, but my very first visit to the park was in 1999, and I don't think I shot any video in the park at all. We were only there for just to get the rides and leave. And then I went back for my second visit in May of 2005 and got some photos of their Italian job for First Shot Magazine and for Ace. And so let's see. Hey, Taylor, what's going on? Hi, thank you for watching my stuff, dude. Yeah, 2019 was crazy. There was a lot of memories. In my footage I've been releasing, I do a lot of this weird little flashbacks from 2005, and I didn't do any from 2019, and this is a technical glitch on my part, but I tried to do one in the second part, and the reason I didn't is it looks terrible because I shot 2019 all in 24 frames per second, and when I throw that into a 60 frames per second mixed, when I do the transitions, it looks terrible, and I just decided to leave them out. And plus, I didn't have many of them to work with compared to the 05 stuff. So, but thanks, man. And I honestly have no idea when I'm going to be in Orlando next time. I thought I was going to go when Epic Universe opened up, and that's going to be on the table because I gotta find solid. I gotta find a new job. So all the coaster stuff has just been pushed back. it's not a priority for me right now. So that's I get to do stuff like this still. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm not riding a single coaster in the United States this year, which is really strange. Hopefully, Time Warp comments. Yeah, Guy T, I don't know what's happening with the audio. It keeps on going out. Let me try something. Let me try this. Tell me if it goes. If it's better if I do this. Whoops, that was the old. Okay. Thank you, Carrick. I appreciate it. Oh yes, I did go to Lost Island. As a matter of fact, the last I visited that park and got POVs of the rides and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. I don't know which time warp you're talking about, Carrick, actually. So, okay, it's in sync now. I keep on having to switch back, so maybe now that we're not doing the coaster stuff, but I'll go for a couple more minutes, guys, and then a few more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up here. Okay, working now. This is very strange. Yeah, so that's been the priority for me is just Time Warp Canada's one. Is that Valeri? Is that Zamperla Valeri? If so, those things are terrible. Jeff Johnson, JJ Mailman in here, and I have a funny little bit. We did this trip in it was it 2000 or 2001? I think it was 2000, Jeff. Our big trip on the East Coast. And we went to ride Playland on, it just happened to be opening day, and we got there at opening and we rode Superflight, which is their Valeri, and it was terrible. I mean, people were getting off the ride crying. It was absolutely terrible. And when we were getting off the ride, they gave us these little Superflight pins, like pilot pins, and we were like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. But then later on the trip, when we were in Pennsylvania, we hooked up those pins to a bottle rocket and sent it up into the air and blew it up. And I was a public relations director for ACE, so this had to have been between 2002 and 2004 then. I get home from that trip, and the park mailed me a box of those. Someone mailed me a box of those pins as to promote the ride. I just remember calling Jeff going, you're never going to believe this. So petting the deer and seeing the arch was just incredible. Oh, that's awesome that you went back there, Taylor. Yeah, that place is amazing. The ropeway was closed, unfortunately, when I went, so we didn't get to do it. But 2002, okay. It was 2002, Jeff. Tree has so much to offer that the parks are just not important to me anymore. I mean, you'll see it in the last couple segments, but like at Fuji Q, I read two things. I got into the park for free. I didn't even buy it. I just bought. You can get into the park for free and buy individual tickets. I read two coasters, and I'd much rather spend it. I mean, Jeff and I had this idea a couple years ago to go to Japan and just do trains. He's a big train fanatic, and just spend it on the trains. And I could easily get used to just spending days on a bullet train. I never get used to how comfortable those machines are. They're fantastic. And if anybody's ever been to Tokyo and been on their bullet trains, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you're in the station for the first time when one of those things goes whizzing by at full speed. It'll wake you up. And recently I've been, just because the way that YouTube's algorithm works, my feed isn't like flooded with coaster stuff anymore because I've gotten away from all that stuff. So I've been watching a lot of Japan stuff, and there's a lot of reaction videos of people seeing bullet trains go by them in the station for the first time. That just cracks me up because I know exactly I know what that feels like. Guy, they're so fast. There's a scene coming up, and I think it's one of the last parts. It's not the next one. It's the one probably after that, when we went to Brazilian Washus in Highland Park. Well, they did. I just stayed outside the front gate. And but there's a scene where we're in a bullet train, and we're the only ones in the bullet train, just the four of us, and everybody's in their own row. Whoa, there's all kinds of squads and lights and sirens out in front of my house right now. What the heck's happening here? I don't know. I'll investigate in a little minute. A little bit weird. If you could see, if I turn my camera around, my windows with the blinds closed are just flashing red and lights from squads. Huh. Sorry. But shoot, I lost my train of thought again. Squirrel. Oh, no, Vince is 100% correct. Yeah. Oh, you didn't get the rope either, but going back to the bomb dome was surreal, and I shared the story. Incredible, Taylor. It was, I got emotional. There's something that happens to me when I'm at the atomic bomb dome. I've tried to explain it to Vince and them. I don't know exactly what happens to me. When I get there, I'm just overcome with, like, it feels like 100,000 people are at once crying the word peace to me. I mean, it's not that I'm hearing it, it's just that I'm feeling it, and it's over, and it's really intense. And I felt it in 2019. I felt it on this last trip this year. Intense. I have to walk away. So, you know, and I know the guys don't care. So let's see. Hey, Josh, what's up? No, I haven't, Derek. Oh, Josh, you're so bad. Vince, bullet trains. They caught your cat pooping. My cats are outside. It's 67 degrees and 10 o'clock in Ohio right now. It's very warm. I rode China bullet train. Oh, wow, I would love to do the bullet. Hey, Dustin, welcome. The Teo drum going on in the boat in the river at Atomic Dome was almost surreal. Yeah, the drums that were on that river, you can hear them as soon as if you watch the video when we get off there's like a minute of nobody talking when I arrive at Atomic Bomb Dome in this new footage, and you can hear the drums from the beginning, and I closed out the video that way from those drums. Oh, and to get back, real quick, hold on. Oh wow, it's warmer than it is here in Fresno, California. That's crazy. But there's a shot. Getting back to the bullet trains, there's a shot in not this next part that's going to be released Saturday, but the week after that, and it's a shorter video too. But we're in the bullet train by ourselves. Everybody's in there in rows, and I'm walking from the back to the front and the front to the back, and just recording really smoothly. To show how smooth the bullet train is, you're there, and then outside the window, everything's going 180 miles an hour, and I'm just it's you'll have to see the footage. It'll make sense when you see it. So, oh, cool. Thanks, Vince. 62 in Phoenix. Yeah, it's been very, very warm in Ohio. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and see what the heck is going on out in front of my house. So, you know, I've got some older neighbors and stuff, so maybe I hope everything's all right. But I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks for chiming in. I'll try to do one of these next week, perhaps. So thanks for being in here. And, oh, you got a foot of snow yesterday. I'm sure snow's coming my way. I'm kind of looking forward to it, actually. So I will talk to everybody. It's been 2 hours. I feel great. Thanks for this. You guys always have a way of kind of lifting my spirits, and I really, really appreciate that. So we'll do another one next week. How about that? Yeah, we'll talk soon if I can figure out how to do this. Oh, I forgot this has to do with Picari Sweat. So there was this one instance when we were in, I can't remember what city.